Rampage.
Finally, I've managed to change my character back to a proper race. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yes, you like it, don't you? I can sense it through the internet. Delicious. Right, so why am I here other than to admire my fantastic troll? Well, we're going to have a look at some guild rewards. The reward system has just been put in. It's still incomplete, though, so stuff like the tabards and everything you can't wear yet, but I'm going to go through them and show you what's available. I'm also going to show you some of the achievements that are linked to them, so you're going to have an idea of what you need to do as a guild in order to get access to this kind of thing. As always, these are all subject to change. I shouldn't really have to tell you that by now. Beta is beta. You are well aware of that. Right, we're going to go down to the guild vendor, and we're going to be able to see what's available there. Also, you may have noticed I can't fly anymore. There's a reason for that. They have finally put in a cost for flying in Azeroth. That's bad. It is, however, only 250 gold, so it's not exactly too strenuous. I'm sure you can handle it. It's just another gold sink to try and prevent inflation in the economy. And honestly, I think what you're going to see is these guild rewards are way more of a gold sink than anything else. Someone made a comment on a previous video that, oh no, guild rewards won't cost golds. That isn't the case, certainly not at this stage of the beta at any rate. So let's have a look and see what's available, shall we? There we go, that's the guild vendor, and he's the one who sells these rewards. This is what I currently have available to me. Hate to disappoint you, the Scorpion mount is not in the game yet. Neither are any of these tabards, as I then found out, which is very disappointing. Though what you will see over to the left is a placeholder model for the Scorpion mount. That means it's not finished. It's just your normal everyday Scorpion, just a little bit bigger than usual. However, the Alliance version, the Lion, is available, and I'm going to show you that at the end of this video. Still, it looks pretty damn threatening, even if it is the old Scorpion model. Snap, snap, yes, you get away. I don't want to go anywhere near that. Why would you want to ride such a thing? I wouldn't trust that. Not at all. Okay, let's have a look at the rewards that are available, and we can also have a look at what you need in order to get access to them. Or at least you would if it worked. Relog. Let's try that again, shall we? Ha! Much better. Fantastic. So, the first thing we have available to us is this little Uzi, is the Shroud of Cooperation. As far as I can tell, this is some kind of overcloak. As in, it goes over your current cloak, so you can wear both at the same time. And this teleports you to Orgrimmar on an 8-hour cooldown. And that's the epic version, which requires a somewhat more intensive achievement in order to gain access to. Now, what else do we have? Dark Phoenix Hatchling. This is a little companion pet, and in order to get hold of that, you have to complete the Heroic Cataclysm Dungeon achievement with guild groups. This little baby, on the other hand, you get by killing 50,000 critters as a guild. Yes, that's a guild achievement, Critter Kill Squad. There's the mount. We don't know what is required for that. I'd imagine you need to get up to Exalted Reputation. Funnily enough, the reputation doesn't really seem to affect an awful lot right now. There are a few items that you can't get access to, but a lot of them seem to be bound to achievements. So let's have a look at the achievement, shall we? That shows that you can expect 9 different heroic dungeons in Cataclysm. There's the Dead Mines one and the Shadow Fang one are there as well. Those aren't available right now, but the other 7 dungeons can be done, and of course they will all be done on video. Once the heroics come out, I'll run those as well. So that's what you need in order to get access to that Dark Phoenix Hatchling. You've got to beat all of those with a guild group. Now, the Reigns of the Dark Phoenix. This is a Dark Phoenix mount. Let's have a look at the achievement required. You have to complete all of these. This is the Glory of the Cataclysm Raider. Complete the Cataclysm Raid achievements listed below while being in a guild group. Not all that hard, is it? But then again, you know, the Dark Phoenix is going to be one of several mounts available, and no doubt they'll have much nicer versions available if you do better stuff. 3 versions of the Guild Battle Standard. These give an XP and honor gain boost to all guild members within 45 yards of it. There are 3 versions: an uncommon, a superior, and an epic version. All of these are better. So you've got 2%, 4%, and finally 6%. They all require friendly right now, and they all cost the same. So I would imagine that they're going to alter the reputation gain required for that. Now, what we have as well are a few unique recipes. That requires, that's a lot of bait, which is 50,000 fish caught with a guild. A lot of cooking required for that, and there's the Broiled Dragon Feast, a much bigger feast, and to do that, you got to do the Dinner Party Guild achievement, place 5,000 feasts. That's going to take a long time, unquestionably. I wonder if any of these are currently tracked. I'm thinking no. You've also got these, the Guild Cauldrons. Now, you can get these by doing Mixmaster, craft 25,000 flasks across your guild. At the moment, bear in mind, this could all be adjusted with time. You can use the cauldron to conjure flasks for your guild in a raid. Now, these vault vouchers are for 7th slot and 8th slot guild vault. I don't really know if this is something an individual could buy for the guild. I assume so. I mean, it's available for you. And you need guild level 15 and guild level 25 to get those. Those are things you're going to have to wait an awful long time for. What you've also got here are a bunch of new heirloom items. Various ones. You need to reach guild level 10 for that. These are the ones that we've got so far. Apparently, we've managed to purchase all 8 guild tabs anyway, which is kind of odd, but there you go. Beta is beta. All of these different ones with some nice abilities indeed, and they do scale up to level 85, so you're going to be wanting those if you're leveling any kind of alt. All of those require guild level 10, with the exception of the headpieces, which require guild level 20 in order to access. And right now they cost 20,000 gold each. As to whether or not that's going to stay that way, I really don't know. I imagine numbers are going to be tweaked and altered. But like I said, this is most likely where a lot of the gold sinking is going to actually occur, in the purchase of these guild-specific items. It makes perfect sense. And yes, do I look awesome in that helmet? The answer is no. No, I do not. Now, I promised you a lion. No tigers, no bears, but a lion will be provided for you. Here we go. I was in Stormwind, and I managed to track somebody down who had this mount. That thing is bloody terrifying. Look at the size of it. It's huge. What you see on the side there is a space for guild heraldry, which means that once they've implemented it, it's not quite done yet, you'll have your guild tabard logo on the side of your mounts. Very cool indeed, and I expect the Scorpid will have a similar system. Now, it was a little bit difficult to get a view here, but I thought, hey, maybe you'd like to see it rode around, so I asked this guy nicely. And thankfully, he was more than willing to do that, so big shout out to Uglish for riding the big lion thing around and not eating me with it. Stretches as well, there we go. Following him as a gnome is a little tricky. I do need to race change this particular pre-made mage as well. There you go. Gallops around as you'd expect a giant lion would, I imagine. It also pads around quite nicely. I do like that. I think, actually, that might be a very similar animation to the cat, the Night Saber. That wouldn't surprise me. But I do like the texture work on that. A lot of the texture work is obviously of higher quality than the old mount, so that's good. And it even roars for you as well. Wonderful. My name is Total Biscuit, and this was a look at the guild reward system as implemented today in the current state of the beta. I would think there's going to be quite a few changes still to come and alterations, so I will keep you up to date in future videos, and I'll see you next time.